Courtney.
And I'm Don.
And we teach people how to heal with whole foods through diet, cooking, and lifestyle.
Both of us have been teaching together for about a year, and we've been teaching individually for over 6 years. And my specialty is working with people to understand that it's not only about the types of foods they eat or how they eat them, the emotional connection of preparing the foods, and really thinking positive thoughts about the types of foods you put into your body.
Yeah, it's really preventative medicine for mind, body, and spirit when you look at eating foods in the way that Mother Earth gives them to us. So stepping away from the processed food and too much fast food or restaurant food, and sometimes using those treats as like an emotionally soothing deviation, but eating, for the most part, these whole grains and beans and meat if it's right for you, but that the bulk of your diet is the seasonal regional vegetables. And this is what indigenous people eat all over the world. This is how they eat. They don't have access to packaged foods, and they don't get the diseases that most of us modern people fall prey to later in life. Not just diabetes and heart disease, but this type of diet and lifestyle, according to macrobiotics and Ayurveda, is preventative for high blood pressure, osteoporosis, thyroid dysfunction, basically the top 10 diseases that modern people fall ill to later in life.
And Courtney's developed a really ingenious program based on Ayurvedic and macrobiotic principles that we both have been teaching together, like I said, for about a year. And it essentially is 5 sessions. Tonight we'll be teaching session number 1, which is foundational basics. And it really is a brilliant construct, these 5 sessions. And we feel strongly that the people that attend these 5 sessions can save them a good 2 to 3 years worth of self-study. And it really helps people jumpstart into a place where they start educating themselves a little bit more and traversing that terrain of individual diet and understanding what foods are working for them and what aren't, and in an environment of having a good foundational basic. My background is also as a trained chef, and I spent a long time opening restaurants in Los Angeles and studying nutrition. We both studied nutrition for over 20 years each, and so we bring a lot of personal experience to our style of teaching, and that there's really no one diet that's right for everyone. And so that's why we both are really big fans of Ayurvedic and macrobiotic nutrition, because they've been around for thousands of years and they've really been proven to be one of the most stable places to look at in terms of
what's tried and true.
It's tried and true, and it's not like modern theory on food. It's really backed up by actually a lot of modern science now is backing up a lot of macrobiotic and Ayurvedic teachings. So.
Yeah, so we help people individualize also when looking at their blood type, their metabolic type, their constitution according to Ayurveda and macrobiotics, and just what foods they're attracted to naturally when they feel imbalance. So there's a difference between being in balance and craving a piece of chocolate and being out of balance and depleted of minerals, where you have a need for more minerals but you're craving chocolate. You want to go for the kale at that time, or the sea vegetables.
So we invite you to take a look at both of our websites. You can look at cookwell.org, and you can also look at my website, which is gingerbuddha.com. And
so spell that.
Ginger Buddha, just like the rhizome ginger, GINGERBUDDHA.com, and then Cookwell, COOKWELL.org. And you can get more information about what we do. And really, we've blended both of our outlooks on how to approach diet and lifestyle, and it's been really good. We've had good reception from people who come to hear us speak, and we welcome you to stay around and listen to more of session 1 today.
Yeah, and also Don makes handmade knives. So if anybody wants a handmade knife for kitchen or camping, you can get yours one of a kind, handmade, like to your needs and specifications as far as how big you want it, what kind of wood for the handle, all that.
Yeah, that's true, and you can check that out on CaliforniaCustomKnives.com.
Thanks. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our videos. And if you need to contact us, you can go to our websites for our emails or our phone number. Courtney@cookwell.org or 805-528-8837. We're always happy to talk to people and answer any questions you might have.